Welcome into New Orleans Saints Now. I'm your host, Trace Gerard, and in today's show, we're going to be getting into the news and rumors. But before we get started, I have to know, do you want Jameis Winston to be the starter for the New Orleans Saints? Type JW if you do. What do you guys think I'm typing? JW. What's poppin', Who Dat Nation? Like I said, my name is Trace Gerard, and in today's video, we are going to be breaking down the latest Saints news and rumors, as well as a quarterback battle between Andy Dalton, Jameis Winston, and then some winners and losers from the Week 11 win over the fraudulent Los Angeles Rams. But like I said, we got to get started with my guy, J-Bo. J-Bo, should he be starting? Jameis Winston is ready to play according to himself. He says he's ready to go. He says he's healthy. He says he's ready to roll. Just let him go. Andy Dalton has been the quarterback one since week 4 against the Minnesota Vikings. That took place in London. And Winston since then has actually opened up about losing his starting job. And here's what he actually had to say. I lost my job due to injury. And the policy has always been you don't lose your job due to injury. And that's what happened. And it's one of those things that I kind of agree. I kind of disagree. I'm not really sure what to make out of it. But I do think that Jameis Winston should be starting. The policy of I lost my job due to injury, I'm not really sure that that's necessarily a policy across the NFL at all. It's not something I necessarily agree with, but what I will say is there's obvious miscommunication between Dennis Allen and Jameis Winston. Dennis Allen saying that they're going to go with Andy Dalton versus the Cardinals because it was a personnel decision and a performance decision. But then for the Rams, he said Jameis Winston isn't 100% healthy, and that's why they're going with Andy Dalton. So there's clearly some miscommunication. There's clearly something going on we don't know. But Jameis Winston, here's what else he had to say on losing his starting job. What's going on right now is what I've got to deal with right now and focus on right now. I'll handle what's going on right now, and when that time comes for me to eventually come back on the field, which hopefully it will, I'm going to support Andy. I'm going to support this offense. I'm going to support this offensive staff the best way I possibly can, and that's it. Because like I said, I wear that shirt that says big team, little me. Even though it hurts my heart, it hurts my soul, the way that things have turned out to be this year, but it is what it is. And Winston actually also added, I'm healing up. I've been ready, or I haven't been playing. This is the best healing I can get. And I mean, it's true. He hasn't been playing. He's been off the practice report or the injury report for practices. He hasn't been in the games. He's been suited up as the emergency QB2. What's going on? Why has he not been playing? Why is he still sitting? Andy Dalton has been playing well. We're going to get into more of that, but he's been inconsistent. Jameis Winston, I have reasons why I think he should be the starter, so be sure to stick around. But what is going on here? I'm not exactly sure what to really make of this. If you ask me, Jameis Winston was brought in to be your quarterback one. You brought in Andy Dalton to be the clipboard guy and to tell Jameis, hey man, I know your decision making ain't the best, but here's what I'm seeing, and here's the clipboard, here's the iPad, and that's what Andy Dalton, that's what his role was coming into New Orleans. However, he has now taken a bigger role, now becoming the quarterback one, starting over Jameis Winston. I personally disagree with it, and I think that Jameis Winston should be the starting quarterback. But guys, I want to hear from y'all. Who do you guys think should be the starting quarterback? Type their numbers for me. If you think it should be Jameis Winston, type 2. If you think it should be Andy Dalton, type 14. And guys, if anything happens around this, if we get any updates, we get any news, we will make a video. We will get you guys covered. We have it all squared away for y'all, so be sure to subscribe. And guys, subscribe if you bleed black and gold. If you want New Orleans Saints news and rumors on YouTube, if you love free NFL content, if you like the Saints videos, getting Saints videos from Saints fan, I'm a Saints fan. Our guy, Will Scott, he is a Saints fan. He's a big Louisiana guy. He has ties to Louisiana, all sorts of fun stuff. Abby Alonso, lifelong Saints fan. We love what we have here at Saints Now by Chat Sports. Help us reach 10,000 subscribers. We're really close. We're getting there. It's going to be a great party whenever we get there. So be sure to subscribe to get Saints videos from Saints fans every single day. So here's my big thing. Should they start J-Bo? What's the deal here? The offense has recently been struggling with Andy Dalton. And Dennis Allen actually hinted at switching back to Jameis Winston for the quarterback before the Rams game for Week 11. And Winston had more from Winston. Here's what he also said. When my number is called, I'll be ready. And the QB comparison, the numbers are interesting. I mean, a 66.9 completion percent for Andy Dalton versus 63.5, 1,800 yards versus 858 yards, 14 touchdowns versus 4, 7 interceptions versus 5. But that's in a lot of different games. I mean, Jameis Winston played 3 weeks. He even admitted to reporters that he probably shouldn't have taken reps and he probably shouldn't have played against the Bucs after he sustained another injury against the Falcons in Week 1. But the QB rating is what I'm looking at. A 96.4 for Andy Dalton versus a 79.5. And Andy Dalton is just coming off of his best game of the season, in my opinion. I mean, he was lights out, played an almost perfect game. And let's be real, guys, there are pros of each guy. There's pros to having Andy Dalton start, and there's pros to having Jameis Winston start. So with Jameis Winston, if you look at the offense, it's a significantly more explosive. The games are a lot more fun, and he's able to hit the deep ball. He's able to air it out, make plays downfield. He's able to just get it, launch the ball, say, F it, Olave's down there somewhere. But Andy Dalton, he's a better game manager. He hits his checkdowns, he's healthier, and he's one of those guys that does good enough here and there. He shows flashes of good football. Andy Dalton isn't a bad football player. He's not a bad quarterback, but we know what he is. He is a quarterback too. He's a game manager. He's not going to do anything crazy. He'll get you your one deep shot like he did against the Rams, against Jalen Ramsey, who's a fraud, to Chris Olave, but that's kind of, like, you're not going to get a ton of those plays. Jameis Winston, he has the cannon, he has the arm to get it down there, but it's one of those things, it's so difficult to kind of look at it because the stats kind of favor Andy Dalton, but the offense and the culture and just how the team looks, like when you're watching them, it favors Jameis Winston, at least in my eyes, and that's something that I look at. But we have a lot more fun stuff to talk about, and it's a really fun thing. And guys, I want you to go down and drop a like on this video and hit the thumbs up icon if you're pumped about the win over the Lambs. That's not a typo. That is because they are the Lambs. They're a fraudulent team. They suck. The Saints, blah. Chris Olave owns Jalen Ramsey. See, come on. The Rams are frauds. That's why they're the Lambs, and that's why you guys need to go and drop a like on this video. And guys, when you guys are dropping a like on the video, I want you guys to go check out our sportsbook partner, chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code CHAT125. So what that is you get a 125% deposit bonus, meaning you put in $100, you will get 125% to game with. So you will have $225 of cheddar to lay down on the Saints, the Pelicans, LSU, whoever you want to bet on, go check them out. And the betting odds for this week's game, it's kind of brutal. Saints are they're not going to look good. The 49ers are a really good football team. They're favored by 10 points. 43 is the over-under. I think I might actually go Niners minus 10. I might take the Niners spread because the Niners defense is really good. The Saints offense is inconsistent. I don't know. It's just the Niners are a dang good football team, and they're really, really hot. But go check out our sportsbook partner, chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code CHAT125 to get hooked up with an 125% deposit bonus. All right, guys, so to wrap today's show up, I want to get into my winners and losers from Week 11, the win over the Los Angeles Rams. And to start things off, we got to just show some love to the winners. So Chris Olave, need I say more? Need I say more? Show this picture, Seaman. Show this picture. Jalen Ramsey, you suck. You're such a bum. It is washed up. Chris Olave owns you. I love 12. I love 12. Just if you love 12 too, type 12 in the comments. But Chris Olave is a winner. He just popped off. He did so well. He had such big impact plays. This beautiful touchdown. I'm sitting in the end zone with my dad. Our seats are right there, and you see Dalton just, and you see Jalen Ramsey going, oh, where's the ball? I don't know. And then Chris Olave is right here, catches it in, and just, right there. It's right in our faces too. It was so beautiful. Chris Olave, I love you. But back to the winners. I just had to show some love to Olave because he's my guy. Caden Ellis, absolute dog. This man has probably been one of the hottest guys on the defense so far in terms of what he's been able to do. He's now just coming out of his shell. He has been the biggest secret on this defense, in my opinion. And Demario Davis has even said, we've been keeping him under wraps. He's a dog. And Caden Ellis, keep doing what you're doing. Thanks for dapping me up after the game this weekend, brother. It was awesome. Taysom Hill finally getting more involved. Dennis Allen and Pete Carmichael, they're finally listening to my game previews and getting the ball to Taysom Hill. 42% of snaps Taysom Hill played. He had 24, and I'm going to read this off to you guys. He had 17 snaps at quarterback, 9 carries for 52 yards, 1 for 3 for 14 yards of passing, and he even caught his one single target for 8 yards. He's finally getting active. Thank you, Dennis Allen. Thank you, Pete Carmichael, for finally giving the ball to Taysom Hill. And when there's winners, there's also losers. And in this week's losers, we're going to have to go with Chris Harris Jr. Got burned a couple times. It was kind of ugly. He's doing well, and it just sucks because he was brought in to be a depth piece, not to be a starter. But when you have Marshawn Lattimore out likely for the rest of the season and Bradley Roby still on IR, it's kind of tough. You got to throw him in. You got to play. Alontae Taylor is doing a great job of locking it down, but Chris Harris Jr., step it up a little bit. I need to see a little bit more from him. Again, it sucks. He kind of got put in a bad situation. Marquez Callaway didn't do too much this week. He was kind of inactive. He was kind of under the radar. Chris Olave, Jarvis Landry, Juwan Johnson were definitely the big receiving threats this week for Andy Dalton. And then Peyton Turner, like I said in our shorts this week, he actually went down with an injury. The injury update from Rappaport yesterday was that the x-rays were negative, hoping just to be a high ankle sprain, but he got hurt again. Like, it sucks when you have a first-round pick that keeps getting hurt because when he plays, he shows some promise, he shows some spark, but it's just stay healthy. The best ability is availability, and I will always live and die by that phrase. But I want to hear from y'all because this show's not really actually about me. It's about y'all, the Who Dat Nation. I want to know, who was your Week 11 MVP? Let me know. Was it Andy Dalton? Was it Alvin Kamara? Taysom Hill? Juwan Johnson? I don't know. Was it Caden Ellis? I don't know. You guys tell me. Let me know who your Week 11 MVP was, and be sure to subscribe. If you made it to the end of the video, there's no reason not to subscribe. We are the best Saints channel on YouTube. We're trying to bring you guys daily videos, and the best way we can get more videos and more studio time is getting more subscribers. So please help us reach 10,000 subscribers. We are sitting at 9,513. Let's make it happen by my birthday, December 15th. I want 10,000 subscribers for my birthday. Let's make it happen. Let me know who was your Week 11 MVP in the comments section.